And welcome to Incredibly Live.
My sound effect, sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay. We are here. We are live. Back again once again. All the Uchi catchphrases to finish off our official MCU and co tier list.
Yeah.
That has taken us three. I think in total, this would be hour 3
Yeah.
of doing this tier list.
Yeah, it's been fun, you know.
Yeah.
It's been nice to reminisce on all the projects that we've done so far and why they are where they are. And for those that are, tuning in for the first time for whatever reason, welcome. All of what we've done thus far are locked in, which means that Dennis, the other guy on the show, he
Officially.
can't. Yeah, nah, he cannot change anything. So,
This is
what's
true.
going on to the live chat? I see Cronus, I see Neo. Welcome in, guys. Again, if you guys are catching the replay, you missed out on the live experience. Make sure you're always hitting the bell for the notifications
Yes,
and
sir.
whatnot.
Let them know.
So, but yeah, I think at some point though, we will have to revisit this and
Yeah.
add like the X-Men
X-Men,
and
everything that came prior to Spider-Man, I think would be good too.
yeah, anything. Well, I like I will obviously discuss this, but like once projects and other pieces of Marvel get like I guess dawned officially like a part of
So
everything.
come May.
Yeah. That's what I was, yes. Yes. Because
We'll
right now
revisit.
we can't do Fantastic Four. Not
No.
yet. No, it doesn't count yet.
Those first
But
ones cooked though.
oh yeah.
They were on some shit.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
seriously were.
All right, so to catch the people up, I'm taking us now to the tier list. We left this is just a list that was compiled from Tier Maker, the website. I don't know if it has a name for who actually did it, but shout out you. It does not include
Mhm.
it kind of includes everything. It doesn't include everything. But things that we didn't rank were the I Am Groot shorts, the Marvel Studio Legends recap videos, just because we didn't really feel the need to. Craven, not out yet. I
Nope.
think when this was created, it might have been uh, all Marvel movies MCU 2021. Okay, so this is an updated list from 2021 for 2023. So that's fine.
Yeah.
The newer Groot stuff, and then What If Season 2, which is literally 2 weeks away. Or a week away maybe now, because I think it's like 8 episodes or whatever. So
Yeah.
quick recap. F. Secret Invasion. If you watched our list, our top bottom 5 MCU projects, you'll know that the two sane people on the podcast listed Secret Invasion as the worst MCU project. Dennis did not. That's okay. He abides by his own rules. It's fine.
He
Um,
yeah,
and
that's exactly it. He abides by his own rules, not what we all
right.
like set, but
See, I made up rules, but I still followed the rules for the first one. He just made up his own rules. It's okay.
you know what the funny part, Joey, is that even when you were I remember you wanted to throw in the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy as one for one
Yeah.
of our like top 5s or whatever,
Mhm.
but you at least said, "If I could, I would," but you didn't, and see,
Yeah.
that's what matters,
Yep.
okay?
Thank you.
So,
I have
yeah.
some honor.
Yeah.
All right. Then we got Morbius in D tier. It's kind of funny how we have Secret Invasion and then we have Morbius in they're the only ones in the tiers. And then from there then we go up. So then
Yeah.
we got Thor Dark World, Ant-Man and Wasp, She-Hulk, Thor Love and Thunder, and Black Widow, rounding out C with B tier then being helmed by Ant-Man, the first, the Incredible Hulk, not or the Edward Norton one, not the other one, for which I forget who the actor was in that movie. Then followed by the Marvels, Captain Marvel, Iron Man 3, Thor, the first one, Eternals, Jessica Jones, Werewolf by Night, and the Guardians Holiday Special. And then in A tier, which is what we did last time. I think this actually worked out really well that we have F, D, C, and B as one episode, A as one episode, and then S as one. So I think
Yeah, it worked
it worked
out
out
for
well.
what it was. I can't believe like, I know the both of us were definitely going into it being like, "Oh, yeah, we're gonna do this whole thing in one episode," and then as we're doing it, we're like,
Not gonna happen.
"Ooh." Yeah.
I think it'll be easier if we can somehow do it like bracket style. I think that would help us go a lot faster. But just kind of having them all sitting here, it's pretty tough.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, especially like because I haven't seen Luke Cage, Iron Fist, The Defenders, or Jessica Jones, but I think
Yeah.
that's next on my slate, especially with the lull that we're about to experience in 2024.
Yeah.
All right, so then the A-listers, we got Age of Ultron, followed by Hawkeye, Doctor Strange, Quantumania, Moon Knight, Captain America: First Avenger, Guardians 1. This is Homecoming, Spider-Man: Homecoming. I don't know why I can never remember the name of it. Spider-Man: Homecoming, followed by Guardians 2, Shang-Chi, Spider-Man: Far From Home, Deadpool 2, What If Season 1, Spider-Man 3, Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man 3, Tobey, Spidey 2, Iron Man 2, Amazing Spider-Man 2, Venom: Let There Be Carnage, College,
Another big college,
Let There
yeah.
Be College. There we go. That's gonna be what the Spider-Man Tom Spider-Man 4 is gonna be called. Let There Be
Yeah.
College.
Let there be That's funny.
Let There Be Carnage. Then followed by Venom, um, Miss Marvel, Defenders, Amazing Spider-Man, Deadpool, Luke Cage, Iron Fist to end out A. So now we are left with the creme de la creme, the best that there is for now, because we're probably gonna get some good shit coming out 2025,
Mm.
um, and in May of next year. So, what we're working with today, we have Spider-Man: No Way Home, Avengers: Infinity War, Captain America: The Winter Soldier, Sorry, it should have been Avengers: Civil War. Captain America: Civil War,
That's facts.
Avengers: Endgame, Iron Man, Black Panther, Thor: Ragnarok, Avengers: the first one.
I like that.
I think it was called I think in Europe it was called Avengers Assemble because there's a British spy flick called The Avengers from like the 70s that was pretty well known. So I think they like changed it overseas. But
Okay.
Avengers, the first one, WandaVision, we should put that at the end of S tier just to rub it in Dennis's face. Then we got Falcon the Winter Soldier, Loki. Do we want to we're gonna keep season 1, season 2 separate, or do we want to I'm just for right now.
No, we should I will is it separated?
They
Oh, it
are
is
separated, yeah,
separated.
because I think was there another I guess that's the only one with 2 seasons.
So,
The Groot stuff was separated as is What If.
well, that okay, well, I think for the consistency of this list, we should consider it as one
Mm.
because Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, they're all
Yeah,
considered one.
that's a good point. I didn't realize
Right.
that. Good call, good call.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
No
we'll
worries.
group them as one. So then Daredevil, Multiverse of Madness, Punisher, Wakanda Forever, Guardians 3, and then Spider-Man.
That what's funny? I just realized this now. Toby's first Spider-Man is in S tier.
Yeah,
That's kind of fire,
yeah.
not gonna lie.
I think that was my agenda being pushed through. Um,
You got some good points though.
yeah,
I
because we,
remember.
we didn't keep Andrews is in A, which is fine.
Mhm.
Pretty
Yeah,
low
yeah,
in
yeah.
A too. Um,
It's going up against a lot of other like, solid
yeah,
movies. I mean,
yeah,
A is dope. Like I don't consider like once you're even when you're in like like the higher end of B and then you're looking up, I don't think it's shameful at all for where you
no,
might even be. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Because like when you're there, you're there. Like it's not a matter of like, man, these movies are bad. No, like they're all great from like I mean, and we're only talking about greatness, obviously. Like greatness upon greatness. So like
right. Yeah,
it's just so
it's tough,
freaking ridiculous.
right?
We also established that like we did not I mean, well, we didn't, but we're not supposed to pick our choices based on how much we love certain actors.
Yeah.
Because
I think
everybody loves Andrew Garfield.
right. It would be especially after No Way Home, where he's able to just shine.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
It's tough.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kronos, I agree. Andrew definitely got hoed by the script because, like, he he lends a lot of his theater work to Spider-Man, which makes him more theatrical. His comic bookiness definitely came through. How like he would overreact to scenes and like really show his charisma through the suit. It's just the stories are what did it. But I mean, they're an A, so oh well.
It's yeah,
Yeah,
don't act like having those movies in A is like having them in anything lower. A is a
right.
like A is like 90s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like out of 100, that like these are 90 percentile type movies. You know what I'm saying?
easily. Yeah. Maybe next time we can break out S into like SS and have one tier beyond, or maybe we can today because I think there may be two films that may stand above the rest.
Well,
Um,
we'll get to that,
at
I'm
least
sure.
one. um, it would be fun to do this as like a bracket style though. Maybe next time I can figure out how to
Now,
do
yeah,
that.
we should hold on to that idea
Yeah,
because that would be fun for sure. Like,
yeah.
especially like taking the seating, if you will, from
Oh, because that's
this.
what we're doing. Ah, shit.
Yes. See?
Yes, and
Yeah.
throw
So
me
it's
into
kind of
like
we're
challenge.
already like working into it.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Failed invasion. I like that. It wasn't a secret. Yeah. So I guess you're right.
Yeah,
Failed invasion.
secret to no one.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
let's get started. I kind of want to work backwards. I'm not gonna
That's fine.
lie
Yeah. No. No. No, yeah. That's
because we
good.
we started from the we start from the top. We're gonna start from the bottom today.
Okay.
This pains me. So
Was
we
that
got
Guardians 3 versus
this is
Spider-Man 1?
yeah.
I mean, you gotta call a
Mm.
spade a spade. Listen, for how amazing, and no pun intended with this, obviously, with how amazing the first Spider-Man movie was for all that it did, okay, I will respectfully acknowledge that Guardians 3 was an overall better film than the
All
first
right.
Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, like I'm not.
Yeah.
There's no shit to talk here. There's no, and as y'all see, I am a Spider-Man fucking guy, okay? So, but I know when to take the bias off, and now is one of those moments because Guardians 3 was a very, very, very good movie, much like how Spider-Man was, except Guardians 3 hit on a lot of different types of heartstrings, and it hit on a lot of things. Oh, we got a poll in the chat. Thanks
We're
for
at a
Joe.
poll. Yeah, 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 yeah.
So go ahead and feel free to vote for yourselves as well, like what you guys think. I'm gonna vote what I just
Yeah, I
said because
voted
I
too.
just said it. But
I think we can. I'm gonna try to do polls for. I wanted to see how easily it would be to run
yeah,
first off, and I think we can do polls for some of these
dope.
just to see what we're thinking.
That is what's up. So yeah, so that those are my thoughts so far. Like
Yeah,
what are you thinking?
yeah. As iconic as the first Spider-Man is, I think that's why it holds a place in S tier. Is it really it alongside of X-Men and then X2 holding down and establishing superhero movies as what they are today.
Yeah.
It would be ridiculous for us not to include them. And so I
Yes.
think that um, it needs to stay in S.
Yeah.
However, as comic book movies have evolved and aged over the years, Guardians 3 is like peak
Yeah.
superhero movie. It had everything. It had all the found family. It had the banger soundtrack. It had a killer villain, incredible villain,
Oh
right? With
yeah.
the High Evolutionary.
High Evolutionary was OD.
Um, it made a lot of people cry. I cried over Rocket. It gave us Baby Rocket. So
I will just add, and this is just kind of more on the emotional side of things. I thought that Crystal and I weren't even going to be able to finish it because that's how emotional she was getting. And like I was preparing myself. I was like, "Damn, we're going to have to leave." But she powered through it,
yeah,
and she at least said, "Listen, that movie was great, but we can never see this again." And I'm like, "Okay,
that's
that is
fair.
fair."
That's definitely fair.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Guardians is better than Spider-Man. Spider-Man,
Guardians.
yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. Krista says she almost left. I don't blame you. That was tough.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
it was like it's like using the terms graphic is actually kind of appropriate.
Yeah.
Just with all things considered, I mean, like Guardians 3 is the type of film that like, every movie has its moments that like are highlights where you will always remember them, but like, man, it had moments where it's like you can't unsee those things. And just thinking back to what happened, like I myself probably like I really don't have to see it again. Like I could if I really wanted to,
Right.
but yeah, I don't think I want to see what they showed us
Yeah.
again, if
Fair
you feel
enough.
me. So
Fair enough. I will
yeah,
say it definitely had my favorite soundtrack of the 3 Guardians movies.
yeah.
Um, it had an anime theme in it too. I don't remember what the anime was from, but when they land on the like the fake Earth and they visit the family, there was the I cannot remember what the name of the anime is, but there's a scene where the mom is in the kitchen. So, all right. Guardians 3 of Spider-Man.
Yep.
Now, Wakanda Forever versus Guardians 3.
What are your thoughts since I went first the first time?
Um, that's tough. I really enjoyed Wakanda Forever. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see it in theaters when it had come out. It just I know it's like one of the first Marvel movies in a hot minute that I didn't get to see in theaters. I think like that and then Black Widow were the two because Black Widow was like during COVID and I just didn't have time. Um, and then Wakanda Forever came out. Um, so I didn't have that same feeling. Like I remember going to the theaters to see Black Panther, and it was like a religious experience to go see that movie. Like it was
Yeah.
otherworldly. So I got to watch Wakanda Forever from the safety of my home, and I did really like it. I'm trying to see. I don't think there's really anything negative that I had to say about it. It just, without T'Challa, it just did not feel like the same movie, unfortunately.
For
Right?
you?
Yeah. Like, and that's just, it's just is what it is from life, But that's not to say it wasn't a bad movie. Or I'm sorry, not to say it wasn't a good movie because it was great. I love Namor. I wish we would have got to see more of Namor. Um, Shuri as the new Black Panther was pretty dope. Getting to see her kind of come into her own with it. Getting to see Killmonger back in once again in the ritual scene and everything that played out with that was really dope. Getting Riri Williams, Ironheart was a lot of fun. Um, Man, that's tough because both movies carried a lot of weight because
They
you had
did.
the whole T'Challa funeral scene followed by everything that happened, like showing Namor's upbringing and pretty much like, oh, God, I don't know. Give me your thoughts because
All
this
right.
is tough for me because you know how much I love Guardians, so I'm biased.
I
That's
know,
the
yeah,
thing.
no, I figured as much. So, all right. So I will preface before I start by saying that Black Panther as a whole, Guardians of the Galaxy as a whole, for me, have essentially have been on equal grounds when it comes down to like me going into their films. I had no prior knowledge on. I didn't know what they were about, what they were gonna bring to the table, and how much of an impact they were gonna have.
Mm,
Right now, after Guardians having 3 films and Black Panther only having 2, I will admit that I definitely enjoyed the Black Panther movies more
mhm.
than I did the Guardians. However, I'm not saying like Guardians is just like way below it.
Right, 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 right.
I'm just saying I'm just trying to put that out there. Now, as far as the 2 individual Guardians 3 and the most recent, so this is the most recent Guardians film up against the most recent Black Panther film.
Yeah.
So, I think given the situation, that they had an ultimate challenge. How do we make a film where the lead passed away in real life? How do we tie that into this story and still make it compelling enough for people to care and to still feel and to
Yeah.
still walk out of that theater with like with their emotions like, you know, up in arms or whatever.
Right.
So Guardians did a great job because obviously this was like the first movie that really got where we got like a Groot backstory. Or no, I'm sorry,
Mhm.
not Groot. Rocket
Yeah.
backstory, right? And then that played into, High Evolutionary obviously very nicely, and everything that happened in that movie. It was a great film. It was great. Now, with Black Panther, they took a real life situation and tied it in to the Marvel Cinematic Universe storytelling, and they managed to actually, in my opinion, not only nail it, but they kind of exceeded my expectation because I thought that the movie was just gonna be okay.
Right.
In fact, it was not just okay, it was fantastic. I loved it. I loved how it was like a multitude of stories, but very well mixed together because we got Namor's story with the Talokan, and then obviously like seeing how Shuri and the Wakandans were all dealing with the loss of T'Challa, and the fact that like while all this is happening, like the world is essentially trying to steal vibranium from
Yeah.
Wakanda, right? And they're not having that shit. And that scene at the beginning was probably one of my favorite scenes ever. Like they pull up to this whole United Nation meeting, and Shuri's mom, or was it? Yeah, was it Shuri's mom? I think it was her mom. Who she was like she like they all put their shit down and they're like, y'all do this shit again. It's not gonna be nice the next time. All right. Like this is like a fair warning. I was just like, dude, Wakanda's OD, right?
Yeah.
As a whole, like their nation and everything about them is crazy. But anyway, I really loved the story that they told, and I loved like the emotions that came of it. Shuri had some big shoes to fill that she honestly wasn't really intending to fill, I feel like, but when it all came down to what she knew she had to do deep within, I mean, she lost both her parents, she lost her freaking brother, she's smart as hell, and everyone needed a Black Panther to get them through this current situation that they had going on right now. So, with all that in mind, then you have like these themes of like what is like there's still more to Shuri that has yet to be explored. And I feel like hopefully when Black Panther gets a third film, we do get to see that because
Yeah.
listen, why did she see Killmonger when she went to, when it was they were doing like the thing, like I
Mhm.
forget what it's called, but like that ceremony.
Right.
And I thought that part was when I first saw that, I lost. I was like, like I was not expecting
I
to see Michael
popped,
B.
dude.
Jordan.
I popped
Hell
hard.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah. So for me, I think that Wakanda Forever does go above Guardians 3.
All right. That works for me.
Yeah.
Um, I think these two in my mind are very close. I know Crystal says it's way below Black Panther. That's fine. I get it. But in my mind, I think um I group Multiverse of Madness in with these three. Well, they're kind of like the most recent iterations of the characters, and I think that's probably why I view it as such. Um, but I get that. I so let me move back. Up next, we had Punisher.
Versus
Verse
Black
would be
Wakanda Forever.
yeah. I would say that as great as Punisher is, it is not Wakanda Forever. I
Correct.
also think that it is under Guardians as well. I
I
say that only because
get
this movie was the send off
yeah, yeah,
for
yeah, 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 yeah,
Drax,
yeah.
for Peter Quill, potentially for Gamora, for Mantis, and so
Yeah.
it's kind of like the bookend, and it's like really the first trilogy that we got a got closure to outside of the main Avengers.
I definitely agree with that, and especially, I mean, listen, I love Punisher.
Yeah,
I love that character. And the story that Punisher tells, it's sad and it's gruesome. It's
Yeah.
like you do not fuck with this guy's family or else. And obviously they did. They fucked around. They're gonna find out,
Yep.
and they
Yes,
find out
sir.
every episode. And it's solid. It's a
Yeah.
solid watch. But that's kind and it's almost a shame because the movies and these shows, they do things so differently
Yeah.
as far as like what's at stake and the things that happen. Like Punisher, for as amazing as it is, same with Daredevil, it's so grounded. So it's like
Yeah.
very like it's kind of not fair in a sense because
Literally.
like I would agree with you. I would agree with you that Guardians 3 is better than Punisher, even though I love Punisher way more than I do Guardians.
Yeah.
And that much is a fact. Oh, it's a fact of life. So
Yeah.
yeah, I would. So you're trying to put Punisher below Guardians
I
3?
think it's below Guardians, above Spidey.
Well, you know what? All right, I want you. Okay, you could definitely put it below Guardians, and I have a feeling that a lot of the let's see, it's Punisher and Daredevil. I think
Pun
those are the only. Okay, yeah. Those are
th
the only two. Actually, no, wait. Then we have Winter Soldier too.
we have
All
Winter
right,
Soldier. We have, or you finish your thought.
yeah. So what I'm trying to say is that when it comes down to street level, I feel like we're gonna have a very visible trend of street level situations may all end up being very close to one another, which is fine.
Mm,
And I want to break that down later on
yeah.
anyway. So
I will
what's going
say
on, Lou?
this. Hi, Lou. Good evening. Um, Daredevil's really high for me. That's what I'll say. So, as much as I love Punisher, you don't have Punisher without Daredevil.
Oh no, so like
So,
I will put Daredevil above Punisher.
yeah. So this is fuck. This is tough. Okay. All right. I will say this. I think Daredevil is better than Guardians 3. I
Yo,
think the whole of Daredevil is better
all
than
three
Guardians.
seasons is better than Guardians 3. Yo, honestly, listen, like we could talk about it, but if you
I
want
don't
to
think we
leave it
got to
there
talk
for
about
now, you want to
it.
you want to leave it there, we can leave it there for now.
Yeah,
Like
I think that
even Crystal
works.
said, "Hell no." This is great. Okay. We'll leave it there for now. Leave it there for now.
Okay. All right. You know what? That's a good point. All right. Multiverse of Madness.
Against Black Panther.
Yeah, I know you like Black Panther more.
Nah,
Really?
I honestly, and this is what I was trying to say before was that once we start getting into the nitty gritty of like
It's
what
tough.
what the movies are doing
Yeah.
and the stakes, like I'm telling you, stakes
That's true.
matters.
Yeah. All right. So
Stakes matter.
let's talk about it. Multiverse of Madness literally is the first movie to reference incursions.
Facts.
It is the first movie to reference mutants.
Not well.
Movie.
Sure.
Uh,
Yeah.
It came out before Black Panther or Wakanda Forever. Because I think Namor is technically a
Oh
mutant.
wait. Yeah. No. Yeah, no. That's correct. That Namor. Yeah. He mentioned he referred to himself as a mutant. I think. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. But yeah, and Wakanda Forever. That came after Multiverse of Madness. I'm pretty sure. We gotta Google it. I'm pretty sure it did though. I kind of remember watching that way after Multiverse of Madness. Yeah, no. Wait. Fuck. You're looking it up. Please hold everybody. Ding, 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 ding. Let's see. Okay. So Crystal said that's not what I was saying that to. She says she thinks Punisher over Daredevil and Daredevil over Guardians 3. I don't know. Okay, that's no.
I think Crystal's got a thing for John Bernthal. I think that's what it is.
But
Like Andrew Garfield.
yeah, right. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like,
You know what I gotta say to that? No.
no. Nah, John Berthol's OD. He really is.
Yeah, he's on my shit list though. Cause I told you he hates fucking naps. He hates naps.
Oh, I know why. She thinks that because it was kinda similar to the conversation that we had before where she can't unsee John Bernthal as Punisher. Like John
Yeah.
Bernthal is Punisher,
Yeah, that's
but
facts.
she can see Charlie Cox.
Yes, I remember that. Okay, yeah,
Remember
yeah, yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
Because she's like,
that's
"Anybody could
fair.
be Daredevil." I'm just like,
That's not true. Ben Affleck
"Come
can't be
on." I
Daredevil,
love Charlie Cox. That man is, like, cemented in my mind
right?
as Daredevil right now.
Okay, so it phase 4 went Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternals, No Way Home, Doctor Strange, Love and Thunder, and then Wakanda
I was
Forever.
right. Okay,
So,
so
yeah,
Black Panther did come after. Okay, so
yeah.
yeah.
So, anyway, so Wanda dies.
Nah, she's not dead. There's no way they're
Um,
killing her.
Clea shows up. We get America Chavez opening portals. Um, the what is I think it's like Universe 813 or whatever is gone, and Strange is now like super strange.
And let's not forget the fucking Illuminati.
Yes.
Hello?
Yep. So what was the end credit scene? The end credit scene was with fucking
Clea.
oh, it was with Clea, and then there was the other one with the pizza papa. With
Oh,
fucking
that was like the spoof,
yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
after credits, like the
Yes.
very, very,
Right.
very, very end.
Okay. What do we can't take Impact into account because we have Daredevil. I guess now they're all MCU films. I
Well,
think the
it's MCU projects, like,
yeah, 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 yeah.
MCU, like, related and whatnot. But yeah, like, I consider
Mm,
Multiverse of Madness,
more impactful.
um, more well, impactful, I would give to Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. But as far as, like, how much the movie, like, how do I wanna say this? Like, Wakanda Forever was as amazing as it was, and for the things that it did, it was it was, to a degree, very self-contained. Multiverse of Madness is literally a
Yeah.
film that is like a driving force towards what they're building towards. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
I agree with that. Yeah, and this is that sentiment that you feel about that is kind of how I felt about the Marvels, but I couldn't articulate it like that. Where it's definitely a self-contained thing to advance the plot forward for that particular set of heroes. So I agree with you on that one because I
Yeah.
think I don't know this to be true, but I feel like Doctor Strange is going to be like the major player moving forward in the MCU, just because he's like the only one left of the old guard, is how it feels.
Yeah, like, and that's the thing, like, Doc Strange is OD. Like, people, you cannot forget this. Like,
Mm,
he's
yeah.
ridiculous. So, like,
All right. I will put Multiverse of Madness over Wakanda Forever. I didn't want my biases to ruin the tier list, but I think that works. But I think that this is like just look at this chunk.
yeah,
That's
look,
crazy.
like, also, let's not forget Multiverse of Madness was also a showcase of how fucking crazy Wanda is.
Yeah.
And she had the
Scarlet
dark
Witch.
hold. She was the Scarlet Witch.
Yeah. The
She
one of one.
kills everybody. Literally, people that made their debuts, re-debuts, kills them.
Yep.
Crazy. Come
Yeah.
on.
Okay.
Like, it's OD. Like, crazy shit happens in that film.
Yeah. This is such a hard block right here. That's
It's
crazy.
a hard block because after
Yeah.
Multiverse of Madness, Loki, and that's
Yeah.
and we're
All
again,
of
guys.
Loki.
Reminder: is season 1 and 2 is one. Okay, so what say you, Joey? Loki over Multiverse
Fuck.
Madness?
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right, so let me hear it.
The because I feel that Loki, um, his character arc spanned a decade, right? We saw him go from the little shithead younger brother making all these mistakes, trying to take over New York City, trying to help the Chitauri. He brought the Chitauri to New York. Um, then got by Thanos, only to come back, get the Tesseract, get got by He Who Remains, only to then save the entire multiverse. He is the reason we will have mutants in the future, right? He's the reason we will have everybody else in the future. So I think that, just from even our conversations when we were watching Loki, the hype was immense. Hype is not even an appropriate enough word to describe how excited we were on a day-to-day basis theorizing and watching this thing. Whereas with Doctor Strange, it was an incredible movie, but I don't think it had the gravitas that the whole of Loki had. Even
You are
though
correct.
Doctor Strange is like insane. So,
Yep.
yeah.
Like, I agree with all those points. Like, Loki as a whole, and like from start to finish, like you said, you have to take into account the character arc that went on throughout his entire story, and then even in the show, in this series. When you combine season 1 and 2, obviously that's what we're doing. How it started, how it finished, all the things that happened in between, and then the potential of what's to come after that.
Mhm.
Loki is I definitely, without hesitation, mind you, and I fucking loved Multiverse of Madness. Loved it. Loki goes over Multiverse of Madness for me too.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I started a Q&A because I wanted to see how it worked. And I said, what are your top 3 MCU projects? But I think it's more of a Q&A for us more than it is for the viewers. But give us your top 3 anyway, because I wanted to see how it worked.
Okay.
I'm new to this whole thing. So,
Yeah,
okay.
I wish I had the ability to do that
I think
too.
it's just me.
It
I
is.
think it's just the
It's just
incredibly
you,
account.
Oos. Day 1-ish.
Yeah, you see that he can't use your yeet anymore,
Yeet.
but
Yeah, he's
everybody's
using it
saying that
wrong
he should.
anyway.
Right. Everyone's saying he should use your instead.
Okay.
Your.
Fine.
Well, I think it fits more for what he does anyway, because he just be saying it. Where I feel like,
Wrong podcast.
yeah. Anyway, all right. Next time.
Moving on.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Not better than Loki.
Lower than. I fucking love this show though. But
I do too. I do too.
I think that it goes. That's what I think it goes. Oh, but is it worse than better than Spider-Man?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
worse than Punisher. I think they're kind of the same. From the little that I've seen of Punisher, because I haven't finished it, I really like both.
Okay, I love them both.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to think, like, Punisher had way better action. Way better action.
Yeah.
Sam's show was powerful for the story it was trying to tell. Like, can a black man be Captain America? That's what they were trying to tell. That's essentially what he was almost inadvertently trying to prove. He didn't even want to accept the role in the beginning. And then by the end of it,
he
fully accepted it. And he was like,
to.
yeah. And oh, like that.
When he's doing that interview at the end in the suit on national television, oh man. And then it pans to oh, I can't remember his name. I want to say his name's Simon. It's not Simon. The black super soldier.
Was it Bradley?
It's Isaiah Bradley.
Isaiah. Yeah.
When we get to see him again at the end.
Yo, and that's the thing. When we get introduced to Isaiah, and like we hear his side of the story, and you're just like, what the fuck? Like, they was testing mad people with the super soldier serum, and he was supposed to be another Cap. And then for that shit to happen, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I don't know. Like, I honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. I think when you put the storyline of of Captain America or Falcon and Winter Soldier, that's what the title of the show, the title of the show is called, up against Punisher's overall story, I think Falcon wins that. I truly think it does. Like
Yeah.
Punisher, when you think about it, is just is him trying to avenge his fallen family, which
Yeah.
is, for it in and of itself is great. It's entertaining.
It's a beautiful story.
It's a beautiful story,
Yeah.
gruesome,
Yeah.
but I mean, I gotta give it to Falcon. I gotta
Yeah.
give it to Sam. I gotta give it to
Especially
Sam.
for us, it's ushering in a new era of Marvel
That
with
too.
Sam as Cap, right? So I'm all about it. And we get to see more Bucky. So thank you, Sebastian Stan. I'm all about that.
Yeah.
Even Crystal agrees. All right, bet.
Yeah, no, and I know she loves both of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Like whenever we decide to do a MCU TV series exclusive tier list or whatever,
It's just gonna be rough.
I know for a fact that's up there for her.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. 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 I get it.
And it makes it easier because Punisher's not even in the conversation for that one. So
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. The message is way too powerful.
Yeah.
Way too
For
powerful to
sure.
ignore that. Like, I will put all of Punisher's guns away just for that shit because
Mm,
that's real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is
facts.
so fucking real.
Yeah.
And like even aside from that, not aside from it, but in addition to that, like the story of like him trying to, I forget the girl's name, but like where the girl that was leading that whole like
Oh,
that
yes.
yeah, like he was trying to like help her understand like it doesn't have to be like this, and like the whole time, like I thought that was really good too.
Yeah.
So uh
God, I want to watch it again now.
it's a good
Yeah, it's
show.
such a
It's a
good show.
great show,
I
man.
know, like all the what do you want to call them? The shitheads that watch MCU alongside of us that aren't affiliated with us.
Are you
That
talking about
like
like
just
the comic book fans?
yeah, everybody was just like shitting on the show. Like people didn't like it, and so I had gone in. I was like, okay, I hear what people are saying. I watched it. I did not get a single reason people hated it. I did not
That
understand at all because it
that's
was so. I love Sam, Bucky, everything. It was powerful. Falcon has always been one of my favorites, especially like since his first inclusion into the
and I loved
MCU.
their dynamic as
And
well.
it was so
They
much
had the
fun.
couples therapy.
It
That shit
was
was
so
funny.
good. It's so funny, so good. So, all right, that looks good. Okay, WandaVision down here for now. No,
Whoa,
no,
whoa,
no.
whoa, wait. Listen,
Dennis isn't here to defend.
I know we're trying to troll that other guy on the show, but like, listen, I'm not.
All right,
I can't do that with it with good faith. No, hell
all
no.
right. WandaVision.
I'm gonna put WandaVision under. Okay. I'm gonna put WandaVision under Wakanda Forever.
Ooh, I was gonna put it under Multiverse of Madness. So that fits. That checks. Because I
Yeah.
I feel like I think I said it before. Like these two. Well, I said Guardians and Wakanda Forever, but above Daredevil.
Yes. Yeah.
But these two are pretty tight. I think these three are pretty tight.
They are.
Yeah.
They close. They're like neck and neck, pretty
All
much.
right. Yeah. Okay. Now Avengers 1, the first one. Officially retitled the first one.
The first one. You know what's crazy? If you think about it, Loki episode 1 is
Oh shit.
Avengers number 1.
So do we just include it in the group?
Nah. You don't include it. You acknowledge it. But I'm not gonna lie. That's how good Loki is. I'm
Yeah.
putting it over Avengers.
Yep. I agree with you on that one.
And Avengers is crazy. It's the first.
Yeah.
We could sit here. We could do a whole podcast episode on why Avengers, the first one, is OD. Avengers. Avengers. I did it. I didn't even realize it.
That's funny.
Avengers, the first one. That's what we're calling it. We gotta make that Photoshop.
Ooh, Crystal said under Daredevil.
Oh, for a WandaVision?
Chris, are you saying for where WandaVision goes or for Avengers?
I think she was saying for
She said
where WandaVision goes.
her top 3 projects are Loki, Winter Soldier, and then Endgame / Wakanda Forever. That's Crystal.
Oh wait, where do you see that?
That is a well-educated top
Oh,
three.
I
It's
see, I
she sent
see,
us
I
a
see.
message. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, see, I was
Oh,
right.
for WandaVision.
WandaVision.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh,
We can come back to it.
under. Yeah, yeah, that's fair.
We come
Okay.
back to it. We
So
come back to it.
so we said Avengers where? It's under Loki for sure.
Yes, yes, yes. That's yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Fuck.
Damn. Okay, fuck. Uh, Multiverse of Madness is over Avengers. I'll say it. I'll be the first to say it.
That's tough.
It's tough.
I
It's
don't know if I
tough.
can pull that
L-
trigger.
Listen, I'm quick with it. I'm quick with
All
it.
right. Okay. Why? Give me
Okay,
give me give me like 3 sentences
I'll
as
try.
quick as you can.
Multiverse, Illuminati, fucking Scarlet Witch is crazy, and Doc Strange literally like
Yeah.
you know
He had a
does
fucking fight with magic notes or with music
he
notes.
fought with a dead variant of himself.
Yeah, and then he took the souls of the damned and weaved them into a fucking cape.
That's what I'm.
This shit's
Come on,
crazy.
like
Okay.
Avengers is great. I love it so much, but Multiverse of Madness just does so much, dude. It does so
Crystal.
fucking much. It's just, I can't do fucking 310. But
Okay.
I'm trying to be quicker. So
Yeah, no, it's okay. I think this is a good spot because I do think that Avengers unfortunately is better than Wakanda Forever. I think there is a universe where Wakanda Forever is not Wakanda Forever, and it's the prequel or the sequel that we should have
we
gotten
were
from
supposed to get.
Chadwick,
Yeah.
and that movie is the best movie in the MCU. Like I think that is that's there's a universe where that happened.
Hmm.
Um, Neo,
Okay.
we love Multiverse of Madness in this house.
It's a great film.
Yeah,
I don't.
we love
I
that shit.
truly am that like how you were saying like when you went to go see Falcon and Winter Soldier and you were just confused as to why people didn't like it.
Yeah,
I am so lost as to why there are folks out there that try to convince me otherwise that Multiverse of Madness was bad. I'm like,
yeah,
I don't know if we saw the same movie then because
right.
like it did so many things that I don't
Yeah,
feel. I feel like people just it just goes over their heads. I don't understand how
yeah. People didn't
like
like it for how campy it was. Like a lot of like the scene where I think Strange is talking with somebody about the Darkhold, and there's scenes flashing of like Wanda in the background inside a circle and stuff like it's very like Sam Raimi, like Spider-Man, original Spider-Man s comic book style edits, and his directing technique definitely came through. I think that turned a lot of people off because they're like, this isn't this isn't Avengers, this isn't Marvel, and it's a good ass film. So I
that
think
doesn't
that
even
would
make
yeah.
sense.
See, you are blessed not not having watched like all these other films to corrupt your how you view this stuff
I
because
just
people are so up their own asses about their film opinions.
That's
It's
what
not
I'm
even funny.
saying. Like, come on. We're here to watch superhero movies. Like, why the fuck would I compare this shit to like things outside of its genre? That
Yeah.
makes zero sense. Like,
Mhm.
compare this to Barney then. Compare it to SpongeBob. I don't know. Name your random ass shit and
Right.
compare it.
Yeah.
Like, why would you do that? That makes no sense, dude. It makes no sense, and that's why I am so fucking firm and strict with telling people watch the shit for yourself.
Yeah.
Please do yourself those favors because you have to make your own like thoughts up and have your own experience. So let's move on. What's the next one? Is it what is that?
The
Ragnarok?
next one is Ragnarok. Damn.
Loki over Ragnarok.
Okay. Is Ragnarok better than Wakanda Forever? Hmm.
Um
We got this is Thor 3.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
We got Thor kind of like redemption. After Dark World, this is the Thor that we get before he turns into Fat Thor. We had the whole scene where Asgard is literally melting to the ground as
Yeah,
they're
yeah, yeah. I
fighting
remember
on the
that.
on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Rainbow
yeah.
Bridge. There's no screaming goats in it, so that's a plus.
Oh. You guys and the fucking goats.
I fucking hated the
Those
goats.
goats really killed it for you guys, man. That was like all your points.
I hated the goats.
Okay, it's not. I don't think it is. I thought
Okay.
about it. I had to just let it sit for a second.
Yeah.
Wakanda Forever is just
Okay.
is OD when it comes to that. Like I
But I will
love Thor, but nah.
yeah. But Thor Ragnarok is one of I mean, it's in S tier for a reason. It's easily one of
Yes.
the best.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Go to movie.
Better or worse than Guardians 3?
Oh,
I think I like Guardians 3 more as a film.
I agree.
Okay.
Fuck. I agree. I
And is
agree.
it
I love Thor as a character better though, but that's yeah.
do we like I agree with that. Falcon the Winter Soldier over Ragnarok.
Yes.
Yeah. So then Ragnarok above Punisher? I think ah fuck. Okay, this is what I'm gonna say. I think because it's MCU official that it can stay above Punisher.
She said put that shit last. You
It's a
okay.
good ass movie. I can you know what? I can understand putting it last.
I can understand it putting it last too,
All right,
only
we're putting it last.
because yeah, because look, Spider-Man 1.
Yeah.
I
Oh
could
yeah, yeah, yeah,
if
yeah.
I had the option of picking either to watch, I would probably go with Spider-Man
Yeah,
1.
I agree.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All
Sometimes I
right,
watch
so
that
all
fucking
right.
movie. Okay. Black
Damn,
Panther.
that shit got a hit. The first
Yeah,
one,
dude. The first one.
I
I
would
think
go
oh,
ahead, go ahead.
I was gonna say this. I think Black Panther is top 3.
Wow,
I
yeah, yo,
yeah.
that yeah, yo,
Yeah, yeah.
oh,
Okay. See,
Joey.
this is I'm gonna do this. Where's it at? And then this is Infinity War. This is so I have assorted the top 3 for right now, being No Way
Wow,
Home,
wow, wow.
Endgame,
Oh,
Black Panther. So we'll leave it right there for now. Okay, so Infinity oh fuck, I'm gonna move Infinity War up. It's not fair to compare it to Loki.
Loki's better than
Uh,
Iron Man 1.
okay. Is Iron Man 1 better than Guardians 3? Iron Man 1 is iconic, bro.
It's iconic, but like it's at the end of the day, it is a purely setup film
Do we like
that was
it?
self-contained.
Do we like it in the same way that we or is it in S tier in the same way that Spider-Man is in S tier?
As an iconic piece.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, so then I'm gonna put it with Spider-Man. And then I'm gonna say that these 2 are interchangeable.
I like that.
Yeah.
I fuck with that. I
Be
like that. Okay,
because I
okay.
think that one doesn't exist without the other, I think,
True.
like in my
Yes.
mind, because
Very
of Kevin
true.
Feige. So,
Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking. I think that's fair.
Okay, Civil War though.
Fuck.
Uh, Civil War over Loki?
We get Black Panther, we get the first introduction of Spider-Man.
Ugh. The fucking crazy part, I'm not even gonna lie, what makes this difficult is like we know how ridiculous Civil War is.
Yeah.
It is literally Team Cap versus Team fucking Iron Man. It is the battle of morals and just what we should do as a whole. Cap was too stubborn, and ultimately, who the fuck was right? Great movie. It was
Yeah.
OD. But then we have Loki, who ends up becoming the god of stories
Yeah.
and did something that Kang basically told him you can't do. Like, I don't well, he didn't like directly say that.
He
What
basically did.
like, yeah.
Yeah. Um,
I think, yeah, I honestly I think Loki goes above Civil
I
War,
agree.
man. That's so crazy to
Yeah.
me. But it's true. Factually, Loki is just so it's too OD. Oh, oh, Joey.
This is so hard.
It's
It's
S tier.
hard be
It has to
what
be the hardest one.
what it is, it's the team up movies.
Oh yeah.
It's the forever Avengers, right? Like, that's what this shit is, and so that's what makes it hard. Like, is Civil War underneath Avengers?
No, absolutely not.
Is it It's above Avengers. Is it above Quantumania or not Quantumania? Sorry.
Multiverse
Is it
Madness.
Multiverse Madness? Yeah.
I think it is.
Yeah, I agree. I think
I think it is.
it's a good spot.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, okay.
All right, arguably I think this is in my top 5.
Oh, Winter Soldier?
Winter Soldier.
Loki's still
This is
better.
but I think that this is like peak MCU. Like it doesn't get better than like as a solo movie without the inclusion of everyone else.
Oh, yeah.
Like this is to me on the same tier as Black Panther.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. No, no, no. You wouldn't be wrong. Winter Soldier is a fantastic film, but
On your left.
I think Loki is pushing through that shit though.
I agree.
Loki is pushing through it, man. Loki is the strongest motherfucker
Yeah.
in this entire tier
He
list.
literally is. Okay. I'm just gonna toss one out. Is it better than Civil War?
No. No. Civil War is better than Winter Soldier.
Is it better than
No.
Multiverse of Madness?
No.
Fuck. You know why I think I like it so much? Because it's a good like movie. Like
Yes.
you could take it out of the MCU as a standalone film and it would still be fucking amazing. Right?
Absolutely. It's
And
an
I
S for a reason. Several reasons. Is it better than Avengers?
let me look at I want to look at the timeline. When did this come out?
This came out. Well, this was Cap 2, so this had to have come out
This came out 2014. April
2014.
4th,
Damn it,
2014.
that sounds about right.
After Dark World came out. Fuck. Dude, look at this. Phase 2 was Iron Man 3, Dark World. Arguably like some of like the worst MCU movies as seen by our fucking tier list. But then you get Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Age of Ultron all within the span of a year. Holy shit. We were eating good, but then we got Ant-Man in July, so
Yeah.
okay. Oh, I logged into the wrong account. That's the Anyway, okay. So we're it's under Avengers.
I agree. I agree.
I think that it is better than Wakanda Forever.
Nah.
You don't think so?
Nah.
I'm gonna pull it.
Wakanda Forever, I definitely will put on over Winter Soldier. Are we we're organizing the S tier right now. We're almost done with it actually. We're at the very we worked backwards. We worked from the bottom up.
He said, "How is Civil War behind Black Panther?" Nah, bro. Black Panther is one of the best MCU movies.
Yep.
Mister, skip the previews. More like skip the best fucking films.
Right. Yeah.
Over Civil War. We were taking into account the complete and utter impact that Wakanda Forever had, or Black Panther had. It is the first black superhero, like fucking period, to grace the screens. It was a cultural revolution across the internet, across the universe. And just a banger. It's basically an all black cast. Michael B. Jordan.
Well, to be fair, we didn't even. You kind of put it there, and we didn't.
I did put it there. Yeah,
we didn't get to
That's
discussing
true.
like because things. It's not set. You know, it's not set. But yeah, and what everything Joey said definitely sticks.
Yeah, this is, as much as I would want to just do this based on how the movie is, there's a reason that we have No Way Home, Endgame, and Black Panther all at the top of the list. That's why at the start of this, I said we may need to make its own a separate tier specifically for those guys.
I at that well whatever we'll get to that. But so
The poll says Wakanda Forever. I agree.
Yeah.
I'll agree with you guys on that one. Better than WandaVision. Now that Dennis is here. um, yeah, because it started the breakdown of Shield to usher us into the Age of Ultron. You know, like
Yeah.
it really showed us who Nick Fury was, really showed us who Natasha was, introduced Falcon, introduced
Yep.
Sam.
Yep.
Um, and
Oh,
so
yeah, on your left. On your
on your
left.
left, yep. I think that Winter Soldier beats out WandaVision in the grand scheme of things.
Yes, I agree.
Even because, like we said earlier, WandaVision is pretty self-contained, even though it does end up bleeding into the rest of everything. But I think that this is Dennis, this is hard, bro.
Yo, and honestly, Dennis, you missed out because Loki, from where it was, it has just progressively moved up and up and up and up, and it seems to its trajectory seems to just be going up because now we have to figure out, is Infinity War
Yeah.
better than Loki?
Fuck. Yeah. It's like you can't beat that. Like you cannot beat the culmination of everything coming to a head for the first film, only to leave us in our seats after Thanos snaps, and then half the world fucking disappears, or half of everything disappears. Like leaving, we were empty. Like we left that theater like drained.
Yeah. I think, the crazy part is that, like, when we're looking at, cuz the way this was organized, I'll just remind everyone that's watching, we did not specifically divide Loki season 1 and season 2. This is how it was preset,
Yeah.
but our rule is that we are treating it as one and not like season 1 is better than this, but season 2 is better. We're not doing that because the other shows that are in this list have had multiple seasons.
Yeah, like
So,
Daredevil and Punisher.
yeah, so, like, we're taking into all of that into account. But yeah, and I don't know, man, because, like, I think I'm gonna have to agree with you on this, and this is very hard only because Loki was such an amazing show from the first season to the second season. All the things that happened, basically, it what the show does, and what it how it gives the audience this scope on how and what happens with time, and what I'm saying, like all these like timelines and all the rules and what you think but then what's really how it is. With all that, it kind of just essentially set up this one character to be to serve his glorious purpose,
Ooh,
you know?
fuck.
And
Yeah.
and for as amazing as that is, and as beautiful as that is, even how he now sits in his own space watching over everything, I still think that Infinity War left a ridiculous impact on everybody that watched that movie because, like Joey said, you're watching this movie stressed. Speaking of Loki, you want to know what happens to that motherfucker? He gets fucking shit. He gets killed in the first scene. He dies. Thanos fucking kills him. And throughout that sets the tone. The course of the movie, more stress. More stress. Thanos is one by one collecting all the Infinity Stones. Meanwhile, all the heroes are scattered. You got Iron Man and the Guardians and Spider-Man literally off planet. You got Cap and company trying to hold it down in Wakanda. It's going crazy. They're trying to protect Vision, but Thanos still manages to get all the fucking stones, and he does what he set out to do and wipes out half of existence. And that's where the screen goes black and the movie's done. That was the first time out of this entire MCU, even now, where they have left us hanging literally like that. And it had people going crazy. I loved Loki. Loki, what Loki did, Loki's OD.
Mm-hmm.
Infinity War, though, is on a whole nother level. I'm gonna give it to Infinity War. Have to.
Yeah. Fuck. All right, the poll is in. Oh, it fluctuated.
It did fluctuate. I noticed that.
You saw that? All right, I'm ending the poll.
Now, we talked about Guardians and Impact and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Trust me, it wasn't even that high before. It moved up already.
Unless, are you talking about the first Guardians?
That doesn't matter. That's locked
Yeah,
in. Where
it's
it's
locked in.
It's
Sorry,
locked in.
Dennis. You're too late, bro, by 2 weeks. No, I agree. I think I would have put
It's not an S tier movie.
it's
It's
yeah,
A.
it's in comparison to everything else that's up here, it's a fantastic movie. Um, there's a lot wrong with the list. You should have been here, bro.
Nah, I would have argued him. It doesn't
That's
matter.
true.
I would have fucking argued
That's
him all
true.
day. It doesn't matter.
This also isn't to say that we can't revisit this in the future.
We're
You know?
gonna, because more things are gonna get added as time goes on anyway. Like, so it's fine.
I also want to do
Things
my
will
own
be
rewatch.
shifted.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have
Yeah.
to. Absolutely. That's like required viewing. Like, at
Yeah.
this point.
Yeah.
Because then you'll understand more. All right.
Right.
So now we're at.
You said that Endgame is in a whole other league from Loki.
Who said that? Me?
Yeah.
I didn't say that. When the hell did I say that?
Oh, you said Infinity War. This is what I'm doing.
You're really gonna make this double S tier?
Yeah. I think we have to.
Holy shit.
I think we have to. All right, because this is what's left. No Way Home, Endgame, Black Panther, and Infinity War.
Okay, so I truly think that now that we're here, I'm pretty sure it's Black Panther is beneath Infinity War. I think, and I think like, literally, it's all the things that I just said. And Black Panther, as a fucking amazing movie as it was, everything that it did, at the end of the day, self-contained. And there's nothing wrong with self-containment. I mean, look how high up it is as a self-contained movie.
Exactly. It's one of the only ones.
It really is. Like when you left the theater after seeing Black Panther, you were like, "Oh, yes. Yeah." Everyone was that.
Yeah.
Everybody, literally, I went to a tournament that weekend, like right after Black Panther came out. Everybody, I'm not kidding. Everyone I saw, "What's up? What's up?" Everybody was doing it. Everybody was doing it. It had its impact. It did. It really did. But the fucking difference, Infinity War had people going nuts in a different way.
That's true.
So yeah.
But
so and then all those reasons, Endgame is better than Infinity War.
All right, so then it comes down to
Spider-Man Endgame.
See, this is what I'm thinking, is that it doesn't get better than these three.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Before we even go there. No, so now that I visually see it like this.
Yeah.
Do you think Black Panther goes over Loki? Do you see the problem now with having a double S? Because before it was kind of like, it was like hiding.
Yeah. You know why? Because look how shiny this shit is.
Yeah, that's right. That's true.
Dennis, tell me that you did not go into that theater and everybody didn't collectively shit their pants when all the Spider-Mans got together. When they're all thwipping around the Empire State Building, or not the Empire State Building, the fucking Statue of Liberty, and they all do their poses in the air together at the same time. Hello? You don't gotta be a Spider-Man fan to understand how important that
Tell
scene
him.
is.
Fucking tell him.
You don't gotta
Tell him.
that but better than Endgame? Yeah, but that was my top 5. That's why I was outside of my top 5.
Yeah, no, that shit, I'll never forget that shit. Your No Way Home wasn't even in your top 5. That's crazy. It was
Sorry.
6. It was
It was 6.
6.
It was 6. That's 'cause I like the other I like the other movies more. But I think because it's such a small cluster where they're all kind of together, having to quantify it in a top 5 is fucking hard.
All right, so hold on. All right, I like what Crystal just suggested. I'm gonna have to agree with that. I feel like Loki deserves to be in Double S as well, so that Wakanda for or not Wakanda, so the first Black Panther can just be at the top of S.
I'm about that.
Do you? Okay, you agree with that? All right, bet
About
that's
that.
fire.
Yeah, I'm about that.
That is fire. But you know what? See, that's I don't know. Now
This
it's
is the
T'Challa versus
whole
Civil War. Nah,
oh,
son, come
no.
on, come on.
Someone dressed up as
Ah!
the human spider at your No Way Home premiere, that's incredible.
That is pretty sick.
That's actually hilarious.
All right, so hold on. All right. So let's go back to what we were talking about. So now we are here. Endgame versus No Way Home. I'm gonna keep my answer very contained. Believe it or not. Keep it
Do you
very
want me to
contained.
go?
You could go. You could go. Yeah, you
Fuck.
could go. If you want me to go, I'll go. But
I want you to go.
okay.
I don't wanna get flamed too hard.
I already know your answer then. That's crazy. Okay, listen. Endgame was the culmination of 11 years, right? 11 years from Iron Man
I know where you're going. Yeah.
all the way to where it was now. It saw everybody,
Yeah.
literally. It had everybody that was within the MCU at that known time. It told a grand story. It had a lot of focus, especially on Iron Man, because, it started with him and quite poetically, it ended with him. He was the one that was able to snap, bring everybody back. Or actually, he snapped to put Thanos away. Actually, let me be technical. But either way, he was the one that basically finished the job
Yeah.
that holy shit that it started, right? And to this day, I will never forget how I felt seeing everybody pull up on your left when Cap was standing there against the entire Thanos army, and everyone just comes there, and you hear the soundtrack, and you hear like everyone just pulling up, and it's so fucking cool. And it's like, as a fan of this stuff, ever since I was a kid, oh man, I had the happiest of tear roll down my fucking face when that shot came on the screen. And then when Cap says Avengers Assemble, that was
Fucking
I
game over.
iconic.
Yeah.
And it was at that moment where DC was like, "Oh my god, we're fucking fucked. We're never gonna, right?" All jokes aside, Endgame, it had that. It had that impact. It changed the culture. It changed the game. Spider-Man No Way Home. It had 20 years. 20 years of stories that somehow managed to come together and to, in a weird way, provide our current Spider-Man his own true origin for the MCU going forward. But as I said, at the same time, it was a celebration of 20 years of Spider-Man. And I will say this, everybody knew. When I say everybody, I mean everybody. After Infinity War happened, everybody knew that everyone was coming back for the big grand whole hurrah. But everybody was wishing, hoping that one day we will get to see the 3 Spider-Man characters team up. Somehow, some way, it's a dream. And you know what happened? The dream came true. The signs were all there, the seeds were planted, and after, like I said, 20 years, we got the best superhero movie of all time. Spider-Man No Way Home is the greatest superhero film ever that sits above everything else. I rest my case.
I think this is what it needs to be. I think the debate needs to be No Way Home versus Endgame with you and Dennis on on the pod. Neo said No Way Home didn't have Venom.
Yes, I did. Watch that. Watch the mid-credit scene.
It did. Actually, it did. And
Watch the mid-credit scene. He
Venom's
was
in the
there,
MCU now.
and
Yeah,
he
he
left
was
the
there.
symbiote. Try me again.
Unless you meant did have Venom, which arguably makes the film the greatest film of all time. So, it's and see that's and your logic for both films is why it makes this so fucking hard to do for me.
Yeah. I can understand. I listen. For for a short moment of time, I also struggled with this question, but then I had to really sit on it. And obviously, I mean, look, it's no secret I'm a humongous Spider-Man fan, but it's
Yeah,
just like I was not the only one that thought what I thought, that wanted what I wanted. I
right.
was like you said earlier, you did not have to be a Spider-Man fan to understand the impact on No Way Home and what it did. And this was during a fucking pandemic when that movie dropped and everybody with masks on went to their theaters to go see this shit because everybody was hyping this up. And I want to give credit to this. The trailers. The trailers did such a perfect job not giving it away.
Yep.
And the speculation, the hype around it, because again, it's a dream come true situation. Endgame, to a very, decent degree, was predictable. And that's crazy. I say that very loosely because Endgame is again, it's up there in double S, right? It's
Right.
up there as one of the greatest films of all time. But what Spider-Man No Way Home did is what Avengers Endgame could not
Mm,
do.
mm.
Because Avengers Endgame had to tell a story that was, 11 years in the making, and it had all these movies and shows or whatever involved. Not shows yet, but all these movies involved for the most part, right? Spider-Man No Way Home comes in. This is Tom Holland's third film, but then he had the pleasure and honor of having an intertwined story that grabbed in Toby and grabbed in Andrew and all their villains. You cannot beat that. You cannot beat that. Everybody that's going to see that shit, they are going to recognize the Green Goblin,
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Octopus, even Jamie Foxx as Electro, even him.
A better Electro.
A better, they even made my man better than how we remembered it, dude. Like
Yeah.
like I said, it did things that even Endgame could not do because Spider-Man already had the legacy and they just knew how to literally spin it to fit in that story and for it to kind of like even it pushes the MCU forward even more so.
Yeah.
Because look what happens. Multiverse, right? Come on. I want to watch it again too. I want to watch it again too. I want to cry all over again. Especially that moment, the moment when Andrew comes in through the hole. And then when Toby, stop, bro. Come on. Stop.
I think that had the pandemic not happened, that movie would be even better.
That's facts.
Because I believe what I know and understand is that America Chavez was originally supposed to be in the movie and was supposed to be the through line for how Andrew and Toby came in rather than Ned. And so she got put into Multiverse of Madness, which came out after. All right, this is what I'm going to say. because Dennis says some shit.
First of all, no. See, that's the thing. Dennis is on his casual shit right now, saying like this has mistakes.
Yeah.
There is no mistakes here. This is like
No.
some collective shit right now. And look, do we have to remind how characters in No Way Home literally had redemption moments? Like people to this day want a third Amazing Spider-Man. People want a fourth Spider-Man Tobey film. We didn't even need those to see Andrew right his wrong, even though it wasn't Gwen, but he got to essentially do it right for Tom Spider-Man, bro.
Yes.
That's OD. That's OD. OD. That shit was crazy. That's probably like one of the best moments. And then to even hear them all talking, it was like it's like you're living a dream. You're watching a dream right now. Like a lot I feel like people were I said this. A lot of people were even saying like, yo, I would love to watch a movie where it's just them three just having a conversation like a podcast.
Right.
Like that shit would be fire.
All right. This is what I'm going to say.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because
You got your thoughts?
Dennis sparked this. From the user Skip the Previews, they commented.
That other guy on the show, right?
Without Iron Man's success, y'all wouldn't even be doing the tier list. Real talk. I will argue that without the success of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, which absolutely shook the world with how comic book movies could be successful, we would not be having this.
And okay, and I'm glad that this point is brought up because I want to put this shit to rest. Okay. It's always great to acknowledge like where things come from, where they originate, how they start, how they set the tone, how they help push forward this entire. Yes, of course, obviously because of Iron Man, because of Spider-Man, literally, but really, it's like because of fucking Stan Lee. You know what I'm saying? We could keep going backwards on this as far until we hit the caveman days. You know what I'm saying? But this list is not about like, oh, if it wasn't for Iron Man. No, this list is representing how all of these projects like just truly left folks overall. Like as great as Iron Man 1 was, is that a movie that people are still talking about like they are talking about Endgame and Loki and No Way Home? And you know what I'm saying? The answer is no. They are saying, yo, Iron Man, yes, goated movie. It's set it will Iron Man will always get his flowers, but it's not fucking better than a movie that had a dream scenario happen. It's not better than a movie that had every single Marvel hero under the sun that they had the rights to. And it sure as hell is not better than we seeing a character grow from being a troll to the god of stories. Now he sees over all the timelines. That's not happening. It's not happening. Iron Man will always get the flowers. He's not. It's not double S. It's not double S. It is more. It is always how it leaves you. Always how it leaves you. When I left after watching Iron Man, you know what I wanted? I wanted more superhero movies, and that's exactly what happened.
Yep. Avengers Initiative. I got a project. All right. This is my call. I'm gonna make one more.
Yo, nah.
No, and hear me out. No, hear me out. Ready? This is why. Oh no, what happened?
Oh my God, this is excessive.
Ready? This is why.
Triple S.
For triple Spideys.
Oh my God, the pandering. Oh my God.
That's the list. Unless we want to do this also, I'm okay with this. But I think having the triple S for the triple Spideys kind of is fitting. But I think that nothing I don't even see Secret Wars topping these. You know, like I don't know how it could possibly even come close to touching to touching these, especially on the trajectory that we're going now. So I think this is it. And regardless of what the other guy thinks, I think we did a great job.
Tell him, Joey.
I do.
So wait. So you're gonna keep Endgame in Triple S with Spider-Man, or are you gonna leave No Way Home alone?
I think that they are equally as impactful and important to comic book history as the other. So
Okay,
I
yeah,
think it
no, that's
is,
true.
for me, it is nearly impossible to say which one is better.
Yo, I can agree with that.
Yeah.
I had to dig
Yeah.
deep to just put Spider-Man No Way Home over Endgame, because
Yeah.
Endgame is crazy for everything that for every reason that I said for Spider-Man. Obviously, there was more reasons for Spider-Man, because it is true. Endgame just it didn't have the things that Spider-Man brought to the table, and that's why
Yes.
I believe it goes over it. But it's like by us, like it's by a margin. It's by a
See,
little margin.
my only thing is that I think that that movie, it that would have never been able to happen in Endgame, and so they gave us this movie because it would not have been possible, and so that's why I think that they are equal to, like, they are like Ryu and Ken, like they are equals in this. Like, that's how I see it. Dennis, this is how you can tell having a new Triple S takes away. No, 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 you don't understand. This is how fighting game tier lists work. You need to understand where we come from. This is how this shit works. Is that you have S tier, and then you have like fucking Brawl Meta Knight and
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah,
all the
yeah.
other Johns that I can't think of right now, like
I will
Doom.
say though, I so at the end of the day, for a visual representation, whether we call it triple S, double S, S, whatever the fact is, like all of the tier names can be changed,
Yeah,
because at the end of the day, they are all S tier movies. That's the point that obviously we're here to try to like prove and explain why. But like I said, they're all S tier movies, but this is actually a better visual to just see that Spider-Man No Way Home and Endgame, they are above everything else
yeah.
by far, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because we can
And yeah.
condense it back down to S tier, and it would still be the same.
And
It
that's
would be the
and that
same order.
yeah, and that's
Yeah.
why, because when we were talking about this, I think last week, and I was having a conversation with Crystal about it too, like you guys were trying to even split up A tier and stuff like that. And then
A tier is thick.
it is thick, and that's the thing. Like, I don't really mind that, and I don't even mind how thick S is either, because it just kind of it's just more proof that there are a lot of good movies here. There's a
Yeah.
lot of good shows to go around, and even if you take away triple S and double S, and then everything kind of just falls back into place, those positions remain the same.
Yeah.
No Way Home above Endgame by a little bit. Infinity War above Loki above, and the rest is so on and so
Yeah.
forth. But yeah, I mean, I think yeah, I think this is definitely,
Yeah.
this is a good visual.
We've locked it in. As I look back, I think there are some things that I would change, but that's for another year. Maybe in
Well,
the next year, we'll
yeah, yeah,
revisit.
yeah. Yeah, I think, well, so the only other thing that I will definitely try to just, I guess, clean up in the S tier, not double S or triple,
Right.
is I really think that Civil War is above Black Panther.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'll accept that.
I truly do, because,
Yeah.
it's not I've been fucking awake the entire time, Dennis. I was holding on to it because I wanted to get all the No Way Home
Yeah.
shit and Endgame out the way, because I always wanted to come back to this to fit to clean up S a little bit. But I truly do feel like Civil War is better than Black Panther. Black Panther, again, let me remind y'all, this is the S tier. This is not A, B, C. It's definitely not no trash.
Yeah. There's
Black
only
Panther's
one
up there,
trash.
but Civil War is Avengers 2.5. It is as a
For them.
movie that is
Mm,
that is trajecting into what it gets set up into Infinity War and so on and so forth. I think,
yeah.
I think it's better.
And I'll say for Dennis, if you don't agree with us on a lot of these, I think we got lost in the weeds with some. But it also we really confined ourselves to about an hour. So I think that it was tough. And it's just so hard. Like because we have so many opinions, but it's also there's just so much content. Like there's so much content.
Yeah, it is. So
Like we could go and look at ratings and then factor it by that, right? But then
that's like a
that's not
different
fun.
type of tier list.
Yeah, that's boring.
That's literally just going off of, okay, factually, how well did all of these things do? How much
Right.
money and how many views did, and that's completely different. That's literally, that would only be good for if people are interested in seeing the data end of
Yeah.
it.
Yep, yep,
This
yep,
is
yep, yep.
not data. This is
No.
like emotion,
It's hard.
feeling, impact, like how it made you feel, how it made you feel when it was done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and yo, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, and I'm even looking at this shit right now. Black Panther over Multiverse of Madness.
I wanted to have Black Panther higher because of how much of a cultural impact it had.
Yeah, no, I
And
get
so
that.
that's why I think that fuck.
But it's like, okay, but now here's the question: do you put culture impact over what all the stories are trying to tell, like overall?
uh, hmm,
Because like that would actually, if we were to pick one over the other, then that essentially just kind of scraps the entire list. Because then at
right.
that point, it's like then it's like the first Black Panther and Winter Soldier are just in triple S then at that point.
Yeah. I think it stays. Um, I think it stays. I think we could swap them back and forth, similar to like an Iron Man Spidey situation. Um, but then is Black Panther better than Avengers? See, now we're going back down.
That's what I'm saying. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not even honestly where it's at right now over uh Multiverse of Madness, it doesn't even bother me because it's
Yeah.
Black Panther. Like it is such a good ass movie. I love Wakanda. I love everything that Black Panther brings to the MCU as a whole. Like
I'm with you on that
truly.
one.
I
RPS
truly
to the
do.
side? Oh no. I can't we can't do that.
To this, yeah. It would be a coin
Yeah.
toss.
Um,
So okay, okay, you were gonna say something.
no, I'm just thinking because we have Wakanda Forever above Winter Soldier because of cultural impact also.
No, but I was saying that Wakanda Forever is slightly better. Like it's better than Winter
Yeah, yeah,
Soldier
yeah,
by
yeah.
like a little bit. Because there was things in Wakanda Forever that I actually I genuinely just liked more. Like
Mm,
I feel like even for what happens in Civil War, like we get introduced to Sam and Natasha's in there, and obviously like it's the whole thing, the shit with Bucky,
yeah,
like all the action was great, great drama, all that kind of stuff, right? Dude, I loved the fact that you had almost like a Romeo and Juliet situation type where it's like you have the opposing, nations. Like we get introduced to the Talokan and they literally was just like, "Hey, by the way, we can clearly just come to Wakanda whenever we want."
right.
Like my man just pulled up in the water unscathed. Like, yeah, like so, and then and then to see Shuri try to understand them and see their culture, and I love that shit was fucking great, man. I loved it. I really did, and it played a part into like how they they came to the conclusion of we don't have to kill each other to proceed forward.
Mm,
We can work together. We can break the mold, and like we could break the cycle rather,
yeah.
because that's always what it ends up being. It's like, oh, I'm gonna kill your family, now you're gonna kill my family. You know what I'm saying? They decided, nah, it ends right here. So yeah, that's why I definitely I
All right.
I, I think
Yeah.
from here on out, I think it's all locked in now.
I I
Unless you
agree.
have any last minute cleanups, dust offs or something like that. He's thinking.
No, I
He's
like it.
thinking.
I think it's good. I almost feel like Ragnarok doesn't belong up here now.
Oh, really? You think it drops down to top A?
Yeah, now that like I'm looking at the rest of everything, but I don't know. Ragnarok's incredible.
No, no, no. You know what? Ragnarok, for what it is a sick ass movie,
Yeah.
and we put it in S for a reason. It
Yeah.
made us
All
fucking
right.
feel.
Yeah.
You know
I'm
what I'm
not second
saying?
guessing myself. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
no,
Yeah.
no, no,
Yeah.
no. Don't
No, we're
don't
right.
run it. Yeah. Bottom of S is fine.
Yeah. I agree.
Absolutely fine.
I agree. I think we're locked in.
Yeah, can't forget was a Ragnarok. That was the one with Hela, right?
Yeah. She was fucking like when she does
She
like she like slicks back her hair and the fucking crown. Ah.
That shit was crazy.
And then
'Cause
Thor's coming the clip that Dennis sent where he comes down, he's coming down to dun 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 dun, and like the scene on the bridge, fucking
Yeah.
awesome. Dennis, there is no done button. There's a theoretical done button, but that's about it. All right, I'm gonna save or download this John.
All right, guys, we did it. It is official.
We did it!
The
Yay!
official This is
Hella
the most
hella baddie for
accurate
real.
tier list you'll ever see. It is etched in stone. It will be featured in the Marvel history books. Incredibly figured it out,
What am I
guys.
doing?
We did it. You heard it here first. The Incredibly Show. You should
Frank
put official in there. The Incredibly Show official. No, no, no. Don't put un. Commit. Commit, son. Commit. Put that official. There it is.
There we go.
That's right. That is right.
There. Oh, okay. Now it's locked in. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna share it on
Officially,
Twitter.
officially locked in, guys.
I apologize if my if everything crashes right now. If you rename app, okay, whatever.
Oh, I'm seeing your Twitter on the stream.
Yeah, that's
That's what
fine.
it is. Yeah, yeah.
We did it. We finished.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm glad. I'm happy with this list. Not gonna lie. This is
I
a
am
very,
too.
it's a very healthy list.
Should I? I don't want to tag tier list maker. Fuck that. Sorry, guys.
It's culture. It's culture wave or whatever. So, guys, while he's doing that, I want to ask.
Here, I can do this.
There's plenty of different types of tier listing that we can do. Um, what would be another one that you guys would want us to do next? Because I'll give you guys some ideas. So the the trilogies, there's a trilogies tier list that we could do where we decide on based on all the movies that have trilogies. Now, I should say by default, this excludes the Avenger films because
There's
Infinity W
4.
yeah, Infinity War and Endgame originally were supposed to be one film, but then they got divided into 2. So, you can't really have Avengers 1 and then Age of Ultron and then Infinity War and then that's it, like cuz that's not a true trilogy because obviously Infinity War plays right into Endgame. And if we included
Right.
that, then that shit would just win off rip. Like,
Yeah.
right? Now, Lou says Spider-Verse. Now, Spider-Verse can be included once Beyond comes out, right? But for the time being, If we were to do a trilogy, like what's the best trilogies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? That's something that we can obviously we can do because there's the Thor films, there's Captain America's, there's now the Spider-Man ones, there's Iron Man, and Guardians and Ant-Man actually. Now that I think about it, so
That is true.
yeah, so
We
there's
could count
those.
we could count Daredevil as a trilogy because there's 3 seasons. Then we just gotta come up with its own tier, so
You
it's
wanna fucking complicate it by throwing in the Netflix no, listen, I want them to get their flowers, and that's a good
Yeah,
segue, I guess. I'll turn it into
there
a
we go.
segue because the Netflix shows, I think, deserve their own, special tier listing of sorts, which is something that, obviously we can do. Um, and then there was one other one that oh, yeah, and then obviously just the Marvel or the Disney Plus series like Hawkeye and Miss Marvel and Loki, obviously. So like, that would be a good poll actually.
Alright.
To gauge that.
What's the poll?
So the poll is what's our next tier list? And then you can put the options as trilogies as one. Another would be Netflix shows, and another would be Disney Plus shows. Oh, Crystal has a good idea. You might as well throw these in there. I don't wait. How many options do you have?
I don't know. I think probably 4.
Okay, so for the fourth one, put put like best superhero.
I saw Dennis said that one. I kinda like that one.
Oh, put best powers like that. Yeah, best most OD powers.
Mm.
Tear jerkers would be a good one too, actually.
Oh, no. Guardians wins the fucking cake on that one.
Yeah.
Most most overpowered MCU character?
Mm,
Because we could do, like, a bracket for that. I
that'd be
feel like
cool.
that would make more sense for that one.
Well, honestly, I feel like anyone that's cosmic level is just beating
Carol.
everybody. Like you have, well, yeah, I mean, it would be fun. I'm just thinking like out loud, like it would literally just be between like Wanda, Doctor Strange, Captain Marvel, and like shit, I don't even know. But like those are top three, like easy,
Yeah.
like they're crazy.
Who else do we
And I
got
guess, yeah,
that would
I
even
guess
touch her?
Loki, but like Loki,
Oh,
that doesn't like Loki should be exempt.
yeah,
He is above.
he's like
He'll cut
the
your timeline. Done. You're done. You don't
but
exist.
does that also then not make him the most powerful?
That's what I'm
We
saying.
solved it. That's
You
it.
can't.
Alright.
That's what I'm saying.
We
You can't throw Loki in there now. You just can't.
um,
He is a god of gods. He's crazy. Like we're like I'm thinking the way I'm thinking of the OD one is like you have to think of it like this. Okay, they have to fight. I'm not talking about like, you know what I'm saying?
like, what's that
Death
shit where it's
battle.
like Goku yeah, Death Battle.
Yeah, yeah. It's like death battle. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like if you have Loki fighting against anyone from where he is,
Yeah.
there is no fight.
What if we okay, so then what if we do, like, strongest MCU character tier list?
Yeah, Loki wins again. Like you got
Yeah, but that's fine, but then we get in the weeds on everybody
yeah,
else,
yeah,
like,
yeah, 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 yeah. Okay.
can Daredevil beat Shang-Chi in a fight?
No.
You don't think so?
Sha Did you see Shang-Chi?
I did. You see Daredevil? He beat the piss out of Wilson Fisk.
Yo. All right, all right. Yeah, that would be a
Alright,
fun one. That would be a fun one. That would be a fun one. 100%. Oh
alright,
wait,
we'll get started.
hold on. I think I saw. Okay, what am I gonna vote for? Let's see. Yeah, now
Since
that we
both of
started
you
talking
know
about it.
anime, do anime characters versus MCU heroes. No, anime would wipe the floor with MCU characters. It's not even funny.
Depends. It depends who, but anime movie tiers for old time's sake. Well, listen, here on Incredibly, we're limited to superheroes,
Yeah.
but
Would you consider Naruto a superhero?
oh my god, come on.
He's on the fucking Mount Rushmore of,
We're
anime.
clear. Listen. If we were, listen, I'll give you this, just to play nice. If we were to ever do something anime, you'd have to come on Full Power Podcast for that one. to be honest, just to keep the integrity of
Yeah, yeah,
Incredibly
yeah, yeah,
alone.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because this is
I'll do
very
it with
themed.
Brandon.
Full Power is themed to
Yeah.
anime,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
and even
Yeah,
though
I'll
like I have Jared over there, little freaking IQ Ooch, he's the one that brings in Spider-Man. Like he's like, oh, Spider-Man. Like at some point, one way or another. So, but yeah, bracket style
I
would be
will
fire.
drive to your house and you and I can do it from the basement. Well,
Yes.
Rochambeau in person.
Yeah.
It looks like
But yeah,
right
go
now.
subscribe to Full Power Podcast, guys, if you
Yeah,
want to
and
see that.
also please everybody make sure you like this video. In order
Yes.
if you're on your phone, you got to
Hit the like button.
pull down the comments you got to pull down the comments tab in order to see the like button. Please like, and if you aren't subscribed, please do subscribe. We're almost at 30. Wow.
That's fire. Let's go
Yeah.
us right there. On the road to 100.
And in case you haven't watched it or you don't know about it, yesterday we posted our bottom 5 MCU movie lists for each of us independently. What a ride that was.
I'm kind of mad you reminded me of
Sorry. Yeah, we got to
that.
plug it though.
Yeah, we have to.
Okay, wait. Here, I'll go once more through the list. So, we're going to go bottom to top. Oh, excuse me. In F tier, in trash, we have Secret Invasion.
Yeah.
Bottom of the bottom. Then we have Morbius in D tier, followed by C with Thor the Dark World, Ant-Man and the Wasp. I'm getting like burpy all of a sudden. I'm sorry. Ant-Man and the Wasp, She-Hulk, Thor Love and Thunder, and then Black Widow. In B tier, we have Ant-Man, The Incredible Hulk, The Marvels, Captain Marvel, Iron Man 3, Thor, also the first one, Eternals, Jessica Jones. I wish we could have pulled like the first 2 seasons of Jessica Jones out and then use that. Werewolf by Night, and then Guardians of the Galaxy, the Christmas special.
The Christmas specials.
Christmas special. Then in A tier, where it gets, there's so many Marvel movies too. What the fuck? Then we got Age of Ultron, Hawkeye, Doctor Strange. These are in order, by the way.
Yes.
In case you're just now joining us at the very end of the stream.
In order.
Doctor Strange, Quantumania, Moon Knight. See, this is where I'm not too sure, but we'll keep going. Moon Knight, Captain America, the First Avenger, Guardians of the Galaxy 1, Spider-Man, Far From Home, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Shang-Chi, Spider-Man. Nope. This is Homecoming. Yep, Homecoming is the first one. Far From Home is the second one. Deadpool 2, What If Season 1, Spider-Man 3, Spider-Man 2, Iron Man 2, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, Venom, Let There Be Carnage, Venom, Miss Marvel, Defenders, The Amazing Spider-Man, Deadpool, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, rounding out A tier. And then to the ever controversial S tier, we have
that's not controversial. That's just facts.
Civil War, Captain America: Civil War, Black Panther, Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness. Oh, I should do Avengers.
no.
Wakanda Forever. Captain America, The Winter Soldier, WandaVision, Daredevil, Netflix, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, Falcon and Winter Soldier, Punisher, Netflix, Spider-Man 1, Iron Man 1, and Thor Ragnarok. Then an SS. Oh, what's up?
I was gonna say we should continue the trend of anything that's the first one. Spider-Man, the first one.
The first
one. That's the title.
This is Spider-Man, the very first one. That's the only difference.
Yeah.
I realized my cursor was on the screen. Sorry, guys. Avengers, Infinity War, Loki as a whole in SS, and then at the tippy top, we got Spider-Man, No Way Home, and Avengers Endgame, standing hand in hand next to each other, shaking each other's hands and congratulating
like Cyclops and
being...
Ryu in freaking Marvel.
Exactly. Yes,
yeah.
Exactly.
And
so we did it. Yay! We're almost an hour over schedule. Yeah, we gotta kudos to us. But that's okay. We finally did it. We need another vote. We need another person to vote because we're stuck on trilogies and strongest MCU characters. Unless we take out my vote, I can take out my vote and let the people vote. which would be strongest MCU characters wins.
I'm
So
down
that'll
either
be
way.
our yeah. We can do bracket style. We can somehow figure that out on challenge and run that, and then have a fun bracket and seeing who goes up with the matchups. Oh, but we need to organize tiers.
Like the
Or
seeds, you mean?
we need to seed it, unless we just do random seeding, but then I feel like it could be, like, hella scuffed.
Well,
I feel like
w
random seeding is the only way to do it.
much like with any real tournament, there's always gonna be some discrepancies with, "Oh, like, I should get a buy," type
Right,
shit.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Oh, somebody voted last second, and it looks like Trilogy's won. Okay, easy enough.
Oh,
We'll
nice.
do
Good
that.
shit.
Cool.
Alright, trilogies
Because
it
I think
is.
that's easy. That's an hour. We can absolutely do that in an hour. Um, but that won't be until you can do next Wednesday, right?
Yeah, for
Next
sure.
Wednesday is the 13th. 20th, I think we're good.
Mhm.
And then the 27th, I think we may have a bye. We'll see. We'll see how
A
we're all feeling
buy
after
for the
Christmas. Yeah,
holidays. Yeah,
yeah, for the
yeah,
holidays.
maybe.
And then
Yeah,
we'll be
we'll
back in the new year. So, yeah, dope. So it sounds trilogies it is for our next tier list. It'll be all MCU trilogies. I think there's only a handful, but hey man, lead to some very heated discussion about them.
I definitely think going forward we should try to like use tier list maker, but do it on through the incredibly Twitter. So that way like it shows like
Yes.
our account did
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know what I'm
yeah, yeah.
saying? So that way if
I didn't
anyone wants to throw in theirs, they can use ours.
I did not realize that, I was connected. I thought it was just gonna let me
Ah, it's okay.
pull it
No,
up
no,
on
it's fine,
Twitter,
it's fine,
so
it's fine.
next time for sure, and I think I can remix the list from the
Yeah, that's what I'm
Incredibly
saying.
account
Like we can
and
we
attach it.
customize it to like,
Yeah, yeah,
what we're
yeah.
doing. You know what I'm saying?
I'll make sure to do that next time.
The word up.
So, make sure go in and you can laugh react here, look, you can, that's the wrong
Oh
one,
yeah.
sorry.
You can
Peek
do the
behind the screen.
reactions. Nice.
You can add reactions, so if you're, the other guy on the po I'm not giving them free I'm giving these guys free advertising. You can give us
uh,
the poop emoji if you want, or you can I'm gonna give us heart eyes.
yes,
There we go,
yes.
yeah. I guess it hit it, whatever. So, yeah, go and rate it for us. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you would, where you would rank some of these. That's what we're really interested in. So, I don't know if you can leave comments, but you can leave comments on my tweet, and then
Oh,
let us know what you think.
an easy one. Make sure to download this image, save it, send it to
I
us,
already did.
and
Yes.
then use it as a community post and a tweet and wherever else, and just you know, what did y'all think and where would you place things? Engage with us,
Mhm, mhm,
please.
mhm.
So
Yes, and then, we'd love to see where you, make changes. We'll receive one from Dennis soon enough, I'm sure. We'll hear about it.
right.
Alright, well, this is fun. I'm glad we did this. This
Yep.
is a good time.
This was definitely fun. Uh, Great discussions, great points all around. And I'm gonna be hopping on stream for a little bit to play some Marvel Snap before I go to sleep. So
Hell yeah.
join me on Twitch.
Too bad you can't start up your stream live and I could just raid you.
From YouTube to Twitch, yeah, that would
Yeah,
be
right?
kind of crazy.
Alright, well, I've been Joey, joined by the ever so brotherly Ooch. What? Do you see that? What'd you do? Oh,
I
you're yep, I got it. But, so we'll catch you next time. Let me edit the end screen so it looks professional when I switch to it. So, everybody, thank you for joining. We'll be back again once again next Wednesday at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the trilogies tier list.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, everybody, have a good night. Ooch, thanks again.
Of
Once
course.
again,
Mhm.
it's been a pleasure, and we will talk to y'all next time.
See ya.